Gotta stay running, 10 toes, both feet. I age real slowly, thankful to my holy. I've been here a little while, got little wits on me. You ain't convinced, homie, watch your lip, homie. I done been dead lonely. Now I got check.
Yo, so this is SoulGood Talkin. I am your host, Ronald Parker. And we're sitting here with Mr. Christopher Paul.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're going to get to know a little bit about Chris and see what he's been up to.
Gotcha.
Man, so, man, just tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am, of course, known Chris Paul.
That's it.
Born and raised here in Macon-Bibb County.
Okay.
And, of course, we're here today for us to talk about me running for Macon-Bibb County Sheriff. So,
Running for sheriff.
running for sheriff, yes, sir.
Dope, man. So, how's that been?
It's going good.
Okay.
I just made my announcement back in September that I'll be running for sheriff office, run for the sheriff here in Macon-Bibb.
Okay.
And there's been a lot of things that's going on in Macon-Bibb County. We all know some of the issues that we have in Macon-Bibb County. And that what kind of led me to run for sheriff in Bibb County. I grew up wanting to be a police officer. And that's when I started my career at Macon Police Department. And now I spent about 14 years with the sheriff's office since 2008. And now I want to run for sheriff.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, you got to have some kind of passion for people, you know, the way they run for office or to be in law enforcement. You got to care about people,
Sure.
man. So,
Sure.
So that's you. That's who you are. You care about people, and then you want to see them safe and make sure Macon-Bibb is on the up and up.
Absolutely. I definitely care about people. I'm a people's person. You got to go in law enforcement in order to help people. You got to have that. You have to have that passion for people. Because in law enforcement, you're not going to get rich. You're not going to make a whole lot of money doing this job. And the way that law enforcement now these days, no one wants to be in law enforcement with all the things that's going on in law enforcement. When people sticking cameras in our faces and the things that happen in other places. We know about the George Floyd incidents and some of the other things that happened over the last few years. And people kind of shied away from police or just think police, they need to do away with police. But we can't do away with police. We need law enforcement. Without law enforcement, we have anarchy. The world would just tear apart. So we definitely need law enforcement. And that's been my passion for almost 25 years now.
25 years?
Almost 25 years.
Oh, man. Yeah. Awesome. So, man, you say you're running.
Yeah.
And so, of course, I heard that you run and all that. And when I mention it to people, what they say is, you can't beat David Davis.
Yeah.
I want to just know, man, just like, and that don't just come from people that just don't know you.
Right.
This is like from people that probably know you and probably that's from the same neighborhoods and from the same trouble. But, you know, how did that make you feel? Like from the same people that hang around you, know you for years and say, hey, although you're running, cool, but you can't beat David Davis.
Sure, it's a true David and Goliath story. David Davis, the incumbent. You know, anytime you're in politics, the incumbent is always the one you got to go in. And it's hard to unseat an incumbent. But I think with my knowledge, with my experience, with what I've done in the community, ever since I've been in law enforcement, I think now it's time for that change. It's time for a change. And I think what I have to bring to Macon-Bibb County and to the sheriff's office is that change that we need right now.
Got you.
So how does it make me feel? It makes me feel inspired. It makes me want to go out there and do more, let people know who I am and why I'm running, what I'm doing to make the community better. Because it's not about me. Right. It's about the community and making sure that the community is being serviced and served the way it needs to be served. And I'm a servant. And I just want to go out and serve our community because I know the issues that faces our community, especially the Black community.
Right. And
we need somebody that's going to go out there and address those issues and address them in a positive way and let people know that, look, there's somebody who's out there who actually really cares and want to see not just the Black community prosper, but everybody prosper. But everybody's prosper. So, and I think I bring that to the table much more so than what we have currently. What we have now, he's a politician. I don't have any ill will against him. Don't say he's a bad person. But right now he's a politician. We don't need a politician. We need a lawman right now.
Okay. So, man, when you say politician, so he ain't really big on safety and law enforcement. He's just playing his cards.
I mean, he's been sheriff now for, I think it's like his third or fourth term. I think it's his third term he's coming in. So anytime you've been in somewhere for that long, you kind of get comfortable. You don't really look at what's really going on. You're just safe and good with where you are. But now we need a fresh eye on what's going on. The country and the world is changing. It's becoming ever more dangerous every single day. And we know the threats that's facing our community, just like we're facing our country. And we need somebody that's going to go out there and be out there on the front line with the deputies to make our community safer and better.
Right, because I mean, crime is like, especially in our community, we killing each other left and right over crazy stuff. And you would think we done had all these different campaigns trying to make it better, but it ain't seemed like nothing has worked.
Right.
So if that's the case, then what would you do different?
Sure. I think one of the main things you got to do, they got to see the people that's leading them, they got to see something in them. They got to be able to reflect with them. They got to be able to engage with them, to feel that these people, that the political leaders, have what they need, have their best interests at heart. And I don't think people right now think the current sheriff has that, and they're looking for a fresh start. And I think that's what I can bring to the table now is a fresh start. So I've been out there, I've been a supervisor, so I know what people are talking about. I am my own small business owner, so I have my own small business, so I know the pulse of the community. And everything that's going on here lately with the break in the jail, the break out of the jail, just found a gun inside the jail, it's time for a leader to step forward and to lead the sheriff's office. Because right now, the morale for the Bibb County Sheriff's Office is probably at an all-time low. Mm-hmm. And they need a leader now that's going to go out there and be on the front line with them and go out there and make our community safer and better.
Right. So right here, there's not a lot of officers to go around, is it?
Sure. I mean, but it's nationwide. I mean, but the main reason why I think here in Bibb County because of leadership. Gotcha. If people know that their leaders are going to care for them and give them the things that they need and go out there and be with them on the front line, then I think we can attract more people. Right. One of the things that we got to do in order to attract more people here in Macon-Bibb County to the Sheriff's Office is that we got to boost morale. Okay. The folks that are working for you are going to be your biggest proponent. They're going to be the one that go out there and tell everybody, hey, look, Macon-Bibb County is a place to work. I love coming in and working every day. My old sheriff, he's out there with us. We got some things going on in the community, which is going to draw more people to come to Bibb County so we can raise our numbers up, so we can go out there and do more in the community and make it more safer.
Is it true the money ain't there? They ain't making the money like they used to make? Or
yeah, money is a factor, but the main thing is leadership. Right. Most people don't leave a job because of the money. Most people leave the job because of poor leadership. Gotcha. And I think that's what we're facing now with Macon-Bibb County at the Sheriff's Office is poor leadership.
Got you. So, I see what you're going to do.
Yeah.
I actually see your passion
about
it. But we got some other candidates decided to run.
Yeah.
After you decided to run, right?
Yeah. I was the first one to put my name in the hat. So.
Right. Yeah. And so, they come along and they're running. Right. I think personally it's going to split votes. Right. But in that case, like with them running, I know you probably know them or seen them somewhere running. How does that make you feel? For as you're running, then they try to come after you to start running, and then the votes are going to be split or whatever. But just how that makes you feel? Does that discourage you from wanting to run, or how do you feel?
It don't encourage me at all. It encourages me. It's what it does. Mm-hmm. Competition is good. So the more people that's in there for me, it just encourages me to go out there and do better. That means I got to go out there and work just that much harder. Mm-hmm. I got to go out there and talk to just that more people. I mean, I got to go out there and raise that much more money in order to get our message out. So is it a bad thing? No. Is it going to split the votes? It might. I mean, but politics are politics. You can't stop anybody from jumping into the race. And for anybody to jump into a race, in any political spectrum, no matter what it is, it takes courage to do that. So I'm encouraged that we have more people getting into the political process, especially when it comes to the sheriff's office, because that tells me that they know that there's a need. And we know that the current sheriff that we have now, we know that he's not being up to the standard of what we need for the sheriff. So that should also tell the current sheriff that, hey, look, maybe I'm not doing something for these people to jump into the race. Yeah. You got 3, 4, 5 people jumping into the race. So what is that saying? So it encourages me. It encourages me to go out there and work more. It encourages me to go out there and talk to more people and make sure we get our message out to let people know that I am the better candidate for the job and that I'm going to be the next sheriff from Macon-Bibb County.
That's clear. So you saying that they see a need.
Yeah,
there's a need. There's a need.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Man, okay. So with that, everybody jumping in, we're doing this, and there's a need. Mm-hmm. Where do you stand on, how they go around talking bad about people and all that? So I gotta ask you, are you? I mean, if stones are thrown at you,
right?
are you going to throw some stones back?
No, I'm not going to throw stones back. First of all, if I got to do that, if I got to stoop to that level, if I got to do all that to make somebody else feel bad, to make myself feel good, then I don't need the job in the first place.
Gotcha.
I get in this, I'm in this to serve, not to go out and try to make somebody else look bad. I'm out here to make what I say look good to people and appeal to people. But no, I'm not going to play dirty politics. First of all, I'm not a politician in the first place.
Gotcha.
But if I got to stoop to those levels in order to win, then God don't want me to have it in the first place.
Wow.
And then I don't want it.
Okay. So if they play
right.
that way,
right.
and you're just gonna take the high road.
Take the high road. Just like Michelle Obama said, when they go low, I go high.
Okay.
So I mean that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna run my race. I can't stop anybody from running their race. They do and say what they do and say in their own race. I can all control what I do. I can't control what no one else do in their race.
I like that. I like that. So what about? Let's talk about the hood.
Talk about the hood.
So I know you said before, I've heard you say before, you're going to be the people's sheriff.
Yes.
What does that mean? Like so, you know, I'm raised in the hood. I'm in the hood or whatever. I got some warrants. I ain't been squeaky clean.
Right.
Me looking at you as a sheriff, would that encourage me? Or how can I be encouraged by, you know, you looking at you being sheriff?
Sure.
And I done had these problems. Do I have to kind of just look over my shoulder like everybody, you know, he gonna judge me from what I've been doing, or just kind of look at where I'm at now and then try to help me to be better?
Right. We all humans. We all going to make mistakes. And just because you made a mistake don't mean I got to go out and pound this over your head. Right. We got to go out there and support the law. We got to go out there and enforce the law. That's what law enforcement do. But I don't have to treat you like an animal just because you've been accused of doing something. I can still treat you humanely and still let you know, hey, look, even though I got to do this, but hey, maybe I can show you a better way when you do get out. Even when you're down in the sheriff's office, we have programs down here for you, reading programs, or show you how to write a resume, or do something that's going to stop you from coming back down here to the jail again. Show you a better way forward. Show you a pathway forward. Just locking you up and leaving you down there, and hopefully you'll do better. We don't want you to come back to the jailhouse. We don't want you back down there. So we want to do things in order to encourage you not to come back. But just treating people like humans. Right. No matter what they've done. They can commit the most heinous crime there is. But at the end of the day, they're still humans, and you got to treat people as such.
That's enlightening. That's all right there. You know, I respect that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And another thing that the sheriff needs to do, especially for me, I want to see my sheriff wearing his uniform. Our current sheriff, I don't think he's never worn a uniform since he's been sheriff. And I came from the police side. I came from MPD, so the uniform is big for me. Gotcha. People want to see their sheriff. They want to know their sheriff. And I think wearing that uniform just symbolizes, hey, look, this man is sharp. He's dressed to the T. Everything is shiny and his shoes are shining. This man means business. Because the very first thing you have when you meet with anybody is just your presence. True. And we know presence a lot of times will de-escalate a lot of issues. Yeah. And just seeing the sheriff dressed like he's supposed to be sheriff in his uniform, seeing that he's a sheriff, that right there is a huge symbol for me. So
that's all right. That's good stuff, man. So, man, what you got next? What's coming up? Any events, anything we can support?
Yeah, we have another event coming up. We did the haircutting event a couple of weeks ago where we gave free haircuts out for Thanksgiving. We cut about 50 kids' hair. We had a good time out. AJ the DJ came out. We had the game truck out there. We had pizza. We had drinks. Awesome. So we had a great time over there. So we want to do something like that for the girls sometime later in December or sometime in January. So we want to try to include everybody. And we also know that women is a huge block of voters. And you got to engage with women. You have to. Once you get the women on your side and they feel that you can help them and do things for them to make sure their kids are safe, make sure their neighborhoods are safe, then women will get on board with you. And I want to make sure all women are on board with this. And they're going to have a big role in my administration when I do become sheriff.
Awesome. And women like to feel safe too.
Women like to feel
safe. Especially when they go in the shop and all that stuff.
Women love to feel safe.
Is there anything special you can do for them, or?
No, just being there, just making sure that they are safe, making sure that neighborhoods are safe. I got a call from a lady the other day saying that she had to jump up out of her bed and pretty much go under her couch because there's so much shooting going on the south side over there. And I get those calls all the time. People walk up to me all the time and say, what are we going to do about this shooting? What are we going to do about this? Macon has a gun problem. Macon has a gun shooting problem. I mean, I know for a fact there's been thousands of rounds that's been quoted with just Crime Stop, not just Crime Stop, with shot spotters. That goes on. There's a program that they have at the sheriff's office where we can know the shots, where shots are coming from. It records those shots. But there's been thousands and thousands of shots that's been recorded through shot spotters since they brought that program onto the sheriff's office. And that's a huge issue. Huge. The lady's thinking about moving because she heard these shots. She said she reported to the sheriff's office several times, giving information about the people that were shooting, but the sheriff's office haven't done anything about it. But that's what we got to go out there and do. We know what the issues are. We've been knowing what the issues are. We're just not doing nothing about it? We're just not doing anything about it. Because one of the first things they say, we don't have enough manpower. I don't subscribe to that. Even though we don't have enough manpower, we feel we don't have enough manpower, we still can go out there and do the things that we need to do. We did it with MPD. MPD was short. But what we did with MPD was we came up with action plans. And we had to go out there and execute those action plans. We had to pull people from different departments in order to go out there and do it for 30 days or 60 days. That's what we did. And that's what some of the things I'm going to bring back when I become sheriff. We're going to bring those things, bring in action plans. We know what the issues are in Macon-Bibb County. We know where they are. We get those stats every single day, every single week. So we know where they are. We just got to have the fortitude to go out there and do it. So when I become sheriff, that's one of the first things that we're going to do is go out there in these neighborhoods. And for 30 days straight, whatever neighborhood we having issues are, that's where we're going to be. We are going to run crime out of Macon. You may be starting this neighborhood, you may go this one, but we're going to be right behind you until you move out of Bibb County, until we lock you up and you go to prison.
Man, sound like you mean business.
Yes, sir. I mean, because for far too long in Bibb County, we have pacified crime.
Okay.
That's what we've done. We've kind of brushed it off, or we just come up with excuses for us not to go out there and deal with it. Well, the time stops now. It's time for that to stop, and I'm the man to make it stop. So on day one when I take office, we are going to be out there fighting crime.
I hear you. Man, okay.
So I'm excited. I was excited even before I announced, and I'm more so excited now by talking to the people when they come to me. Oh, you're the guy running for sheriff, aren't you? Yes, sir. Well, I'm behind you. Right. And they ask me, well, what can I do for you? Well, first thing you can do is go to my website, and we definitely need money. Right. You can't run any campaign without any money, so tell them to go to our campaign website, ChrisPaulForSheriff.com. They can go there and donate. They can see my background. They can see what my plans are, and then they want to donate, then they can. But they're going to see who they are, who I am, when they go to my webpage and see what we do and see what my plans are for Macon-Bibb County Sheriff's Office. Right.
So you got social media platforms and all that?
We do.
So we can stay following you.
Yes.
Keep up with you.
Yep.
Awesome.
I post my events on everything that we're doing. We post it on their page. So like I said, the other events I was telling about the girls event, we have that coming up. I have another event tomorrow where I'm being interviewed tomorrow. So that'll be listed on our Facebook page and on our social media as well. So people can follow me and know what I'm doing in the community.
So you follow you at Chris Paul for Sheriff?
ChrisPaulForSheriff.com.
Yeah, awesome. Yep. Awesome, man. Anything else you want to share to the people, man?
Sure. Make sure, May of next year, make sure you go out and vote. I tell people, I want you to vote for me. There's other folks that's out there running as well. But listen to what everybody has to say. Listen to what their background is. Listen to what folks has got to say intently. And then once it's time for you to vote, then go out and vote. Of course, I want your vote. But watch me, listen to me. Go listen to what I got to say. Come watch me on Facebook or some live event that I'll do. And listen to what I got to say and watch me. And then once it's time for you to vote, then vote for me.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you coming.
Ron, appreciate it, yes, sir. Man, appreciate it, sir. So we definitely need more folks like you to come out and join with us to make our city better, make our county better, because we can't do it by ourselves. Absolutely. It's going to take all of us working together to make our community better. So I appreciate what you do. I appreciate you for this platform, giving me the chance to come out and talk about what it is that I hope to do for Macon-Bibb County, and I hope God can continue to bless you and your family and move forward.
Appreciate it. Yes, same to you, brother.
Appreciate it.
So this has been SoulGood Talkin. I'm Ronald Parker. This is Chris Paul. And look, we're signing out. Hey, do yourself some soul, some good, and subscribe. All right, we out.
Peace out.
We all die slowly. They fall to my holy.